Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. And I actually have some awesome news for everybody. So apparently Kabam has been working quite hard on some quality of life updates, and several of them are actually quite awesome that I am personally quite excited about. Right, so we're gonna start one by one. First one is fairly insignificant. It's just gonna be smaller quest portals where it's easier for you to tap on those pesky nodes sometimes when the champions are in front of them. But perhaps one of my favorite ones here is the fact that we're finally going to get our boost sorted. Because currently, whenever you go and try to boost, you need to scroll through pretty much endless amounts. And the boosts are very random, and all of them are bunched together, and there don't seem to be a very good system behind how they are sorted. Well, now that's going to change. Now that when you're going to open the boost menu, you're going to have 4 options. Common boosts, those are going to be your generic attack and health and XP boosts. War boosts, all of the boosts that are specifically restricted for war, so those will be primarily the 3-minute boosts. Then we're going to have all class boosts, so all of those boosts we typically get by loyalty, special attack increase boosts, or, power boost. And then everything else, basically. Thing that you'd normally not going to go to. I am quite happy about that because boosting up is quite annoying in this game right now. And then perhaps the biggest one. The biggest one is skip special 3 animation button. Now it's still going to be in beta, so you will have to go to your main menu and select an option to show skip special 3 button. And then in all non-timed fights, so no AQ and no AW basically, but in all of the quests and stuff you can actually drop in this skip special 3, and this is actually quite significant. Even for smaller things like potion farming, there are a lot of champions who could be very decently good options for potion farming where you just don't use them because you don't want to watch special 3 after special 3. And even in questing, anything that makes it kind of quicker and easier is a good thing. So I do like that. We're finally going to be able to skip special 3s. The reason why we're not going to see it in timed fights is because it could affect game balance, how it's currently run in AQ and AW. Because, in AW we have timed tiebreaker and the fights are timed, and, well, currently everybody is kind of like on a level playing field where regardless of which champion you use, every single second of the fight counts. But if you were able to skip special 3s, then there would be completely different kind of like fastest options technically in fight time. I do hope, however, that in future it does get implemented. I honestly do. Still, it's good. We're finally going to be able to skip special 3s in majority of the content. And perhaps the biggest one is going to be the fight summary overhaul. So currently, whenever we get KO'd or whenever we win, we see very basic successful hits, hits received, successful combos, highest combos, stuff like that. Now, when they're going to be done with it, it's going to look something more like this, which is going to be a lot more interesting. Now, this amount of damage types that they're going to be showing, I think that's going to be referring only to last 10 seconds of the fight. But overall, we're still going to get biggest hit. That's going to be a new thing, and then we're going to get fight duration added to it, so those are neat. We're going to be able to see, well, the strongest hit that got executed and stuff like that. And this section is going to be over the last kind of like 10 seconds of the fight, what was kind of like the finishing bursts of whether we got finished or we finished our opponent. It's going to show us the damage types and gonna give some values to them and stuff like that. And we're also going to be able to read champion abilities from the same screen. We're going to be able to get a description of these damage types as such. And yeah, it does look quite interesting. And then because of this new menu and because of the ability to kind of like jump in champions abilities, instead of tapping anywhere on the screen, we're going to have to tap either continue in an average fight, or if you're going to be doing duels or practice, that's going to be replaced with back or replay. So we're going to have the duel replay button, we're going to have the practice replay button, which is also quite good. I do like it. Other panels, there will be additional panels handling rewards, PvP, and alliance-based content, but they are mostly self-explanatory, so won't go in detail for them. Very good. And again, you're going to have to opt in for these beta features with the next update that should be happening on 1st of November. So this should be going live in 1st of November. There's going to be also like a forum thread where we're going to give our feedback and report any issues, because some of these features will be effectively in beta. But all in all, I think it's quite cool. I do like that we're going to be able to see how these, well, how the amount of damage is distributed. I would love if this stat actually kind of worked throughout the entire fight, and I'm not entirely sure if it will or exactly, because it is a bit confusing for me to differentiate in between the finishing blows, which only reflects last 10 seconds. So I believe this is going to be the finishing blow section, and I'm not entirely sure whether this is going to show the entire fight, but I do hope it does, because it's going to be a very good indicator to show how much of your damage is bleed damage, for instance, and stuff like that. And then you can realistically, genuinely know which champion does the most bleed damage in, let's say, 500k fight, because currently it's the damage total that we're always looking at. Like when we're bringing in Nick Fury and somebody else, we can know the time, we can know the hit count, but we don't know how much of that damage is coming from special attacks, basic hits, or bleed and stuff like that. But I think that will provide us with more quite valuable insight in, you know, how the champions function and where exactly the damage is coming from, all in all. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to it. I know it's not, you know, absolutely game-changing, revolutionary thing that's going to completely turn this game upside down, but all of these features are good. I like them. I hope we get more of these in coming months and years and stuff like that, because yeah, this definitely does make ultimately the game better. It gives us more information, and with that we can potentially make better decisions. Either way, that is just about it. I do want to ask you guys, what do you think about these quality of life changes? So we have the changed portals, war boost menu sorted out, skip special 3s, and the new KO screen. What do you guys think? Oh, and the replay button for duels and practice. That's also quite useful, to be honest. So what do you think? Which one of those is your favorite? And do you think you will be benefiting a bunch from this ability or not? But that is it for now, and I'm going to catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about